Let's understand elections in this video. Have you ever wondered how a class monitor or team leader is chosen? And how this is like choosing leaders for a whole country? This simple idea helps us begin to see why elections matter in daily life. In a big country, people cannot decide every issue together, so they pick representatives to speak and act for them. Elections are the way citizens choose those representatives. The Constitution sets five basic rules for elections. It says who can vote, who can stand, who runs the election, how choices are shown, and how winners are declared. These rules help keep elections fair and clear. Sometimes people decide things directly, like in a village meeting called a Gram Sabha, but most modern democracies work indirectly through elected leaders. The goal is twofold: to have free and fair competition and to make sure votes turn into fair seats. Different countries use different election systems, and these rules change how votes become seats. The way we count votes and the choice systems can help some parties and hurt others. First past the post, or FPTP, is the system India uses for Lok Sabha elections. In FPTP, the candidate with the most votes in a constituency wins, even if they do not get more than half the votes. India has 543 constituencies. Each elects one representative, and the highest vote getter wins the seat. This system can create a big gap between vote share and seat share, and many votes for losing candidates do not help elect anyone. For example, in 1984, the Congress won 415 seats out of 543 with about 48% of the vote, showing a large vote seat gap. In FPTP, a party can win many seats with less than majority support in each place. Proportional representation, or PR, is different. It gives parties seats in proportion to their vote share. Voters usually pick a party, and seats are filled from lists of party nominees. PR comes in two main types: the whole country as one constituency, or many multi-member constituencies in each region. India uses PR only in some indirect elections, like for the Rajya Sabha and certain councils with more complex rules. India chose FPTP for several simple reasons. One is that it is easy to understand and use for many voters. Voters can pick a person or a party, and the link between a local area and its representative is clear. FPTP also helps create stable governments in a parliamentary system because the largest party often gets extra seats and can form the government. It pushes different social groups to join larger parties rather than creating many small group-based parties. In practice, India saw long one-party dominance after independence, and since 1989, it has had more coalitions, showing that small parties can still matter under FPTP. The system shapes politics, but politics also changes the system. Reservation of constituencies was needed because FPTP could hurt smaller social groups, especially where caste discrimination exists. Reserved seats ensure groups like scheduled castes and scheduled tribes have representatives in the legislature. This is different from the old British idea of separate electorates where only members of a community could vote for their leaders. Today, all voters in a reserved area vote, but only candidates from the reserved community can stand, which is fairer and more inclusive. As of 2019, Lok Sabha reserves 84 seats for SC and 47 seats for ST, and reservation has been extended to 2030. The Delimitation Commission, working with the Election Commission, decides which constituencies are reserved and can rotate them when needed. There is a strong demand for women's reservation, often suggested at one-third of seats in parliament and assemblies, and women already have reservation in local bodies. The Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam of 2023 extends reservation to Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabhas, showing progress and debate on this issue. Free and fair elections mean the process is impartial, open, and lets voters express their true choice. A trusted system is essential for democracy, so voters feel their votes matter. The Constitution guarantees universal adult franchise, so every citizen above 18 can vote, and anyone above 25 can contest Lok Sabha or state assembly elections. There are only limited restrictions, for example, for some long prison sentences, but no limits based on gender, income, or education. The Election Commission of India is independent, set up under Article 324 to supervise and control elections and voter lists. Chief electoral officers in each state help the commission, while local elections are managed by separate state election bodies. The Commission has changed over time from single member to multi member forms, and today the Chief Election Commissioner and election commissioners share equal powers. People often suggest including opposition leaders or judges in appointments to reduce any bias. The Chief Election Commissioner and the commissioners serve for 6 years or until they reach age 65, whichever comes first. And the CEC can be removed only by a special parliamentary majority to protect independence. These rules help the Commission act without political pressure. The Commission prepares accurate voter lists, decides the election schedule, enforces a model code of conduct, can order repolls, and recognizes political parties and their symbols. It also controls administrative officers during elections to keep the process fair. Over time, the Election Commission has grown more assertive, and it has handled many national and state elections even in difficult situations. It postponed polls in 1991 after Rajiv Gandhi's assassination, and in 2002 in Gujarat, showing how it can act to protect voters. And courts have generally supported such steps. Many people call for electoral reforms to fix remaining problems. Ideas include moving to proportional representation, reserving seats for women, public funding to reduce money in politics, and stricter rules against candidates with serious criminal cases. Other proposals ask for bans on caste or religion based appeals and more transparency from parties. No single reform has full agreement, and laws alone cannot fix everything. Citizens and strong institutions must also act. Active voters, fair parties, and watchdog groups make elections healthier. So, what do we learn from this? Elections are the core way people in a representative democracy choose leaders, and the rules we use shape who rules and how fair the outcome feels. Let us quickly remember the main points. Elections need clear rules. India uses first past the post. Reservation helps inclusion, and an independent election commission protects the vote. Reforms can improve the system, but public participation and vigilance are just as important. Thank you for listening. Keep asking questions and stay curious about how democracy works. To explore more, do check similar lessons on EduRev at your own pace and keep learning without pressure.